Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. So, I wanted to come on today and talk a little bit more about the mastermind. So, we had an amazing 5 days together in the Lady Entrepreneur Society Facebook, doing the 5 day for success, self mastery for success challenge. It's been such a treat to do these 5 days with you to learn all about what you want to create in the world, in your businesses, becoming the person who achieves the goals that you set out for yourself, health goals, relationship goals, and then personal growth goals in your business. Hello, good morning. So I'm here to answer any questions you have about the challenge, anything we went over in regards to the mind, subconscious mind. Uh, so our conscious mind, subconscious mind, getting into the vibration, becoming the person, how to set clear goals. So we did our clear life goal. And so if you don't, successful people set goals and they looked at them often. It's like you're just putting that in your subconscious mind on repeat, and that's really allowing you to get in the vibration. We talked about our why. It's so important that we achieve our goals, and the importance of a community. So who are you hanging around? Because our environment is really more important than heredity. And the other thing I want to talk about today is really doing the work. So we had a lot of fun in the 5 day challenge, doing our affirmation statements, really feeling empowered and understanding why we want to do what we do. But now it's really time to get to work. So the Bible says faith without works is dead. So I definitely believe in manifesting and attraction, but in the law of attraction and attraction, there's the word action. You definitely have to take the action and do your part. So that's what I want to talk about today. Hello, is really doing the action and doing the steps necessary to take the success. So it's not just enough to want success, right? We really have to take the actions necessary, be consistent, be willing to sacrifice maybe something good now for something greater later. So yeah, I'm just going to talk a little bit more about some success tools and then also really dive into the mastermind. And I want to answer any questions that you may have as well. So I'm going to be on my comments. So you guys definitely ask your questions. So we're going to go into the Lady Entrepreneur Society Facebook page. If you are there, definitely come join us. We are talking about the mastermind today and some success habits to actually make these dreams come true. So it's not enough to just want it, but there's really some action steps you have to take. So we're going to talk about that in our group. All right. So Instagram, jump on the group, and ladies, let's dive in. All right. So I just wanted to let Instagram know that we are live in here. I know we definitely have some people on Instagram joining the challenge. So I want to make sure I see your Facebook comments. So I want to get in here. Good morning. How are you? Hi, Crystal. So good to see you. All right, so let's get on in here. So I want to make sure I see your Facebook. Okay, so yeah, if you do have any questions, then put them in here. And then also for the mastermind, I wanted to just get into what it is about. And then I've been tallying up the homework a little bit. I don't want to miss anybody. So I'm gonna, just do the live stream. I didn't want to be real late on this. So I wanted to just hop on, and then I will do the tallying after this, and then we'll announce our winners. So if you know that you have a couple more homeworks to do, catch up so we can get these prizes out to you. I love celebrating, and it's been a full week. You guys really have been playing full out. So I want to celebrate you for that. Awesome. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about the mastermind and what the mastermind is all about. So we're going to be together for 6 months. We're going to start March 18th. What happens is we get together every single week. And in our weekly calls, you bring a question with you. We also go over a weekly training lesson. So I have a lot of my own personal trainings, expert lessons that we've done, and they have brought all their knowledge based on different areas of life. So really the Abundance Mastermind is becoming the person in all areas of your life. And I'm really about lifestyle. I don't want us to create this business that consumes us and takes away from our family. And we're just like workaholics. It's like I really want to have a holistic view of living an amazing, abundant life in all areas. So we have experts from all different areas in health, relationships, fitness, but there's also the business accelerator part, because that's really my background, just being a professor and then having my MBA, and also starting off being a consultant, doing the business strategy and doing the marketing work for small businesses. That's kind of how I got started in my entrepreneur journey. So I really bring all that to the table. So last Abundance Mastermind, we really focused a lot on the mindset and becoming the person. And then we really started diving into some of the business concepts. It wasn't the main focus, but I really want to make that one of the main focuses this this go around. So we definitely had some ladies, they wanted to get promotions at their job, and then stopped, became an entrepreneur, ended up getting 3 clients, creating their own 8-week program. Actually, a couple of the ladies have done that. Some, were already working other kind of consulting jobs and then got more, through some of the mindset practices and really just sticking to the schedule, being held accountable. So I'm really gonna be a lot more strict this time on making sure you do the lessons, you do the daily success tracker sheets, because that's what it takes. It's like just doing the work. And if you have someone that's going to, follow up with you, it's just like having, we don't have a boss as an entrepreneur. So having someone that's going to be there, you need an accountability partner, an accountability group. And there's so much power in the mastermind. So when we come together on our weekly calls, you're going to bring your questions with you. And so as you're bringing your questions, then the whole mastermind. So masterminding is just like coming together for a common purpose. So we all have so much power within ourselves, right? This infinite power. So it's like putting all these batteries together to make a supercharged battery. So that energy that we've been feeling this past 5 days is what we're going to bring into each session for 6 months together. So there's just so much power in the mastermind. So yeah, I'd love to know if you have any questions at all, but just wanted to share what we do. So we mastermind, you're held accountable. If you have a business, then we're going to focus on growing your business. So as you grow into the person who has a successful business and does the successful actions, so it's really a lot about actions. So I'll talk a little bit about just some tools you need to know to become successful. So definitely doing the work. Faith without works is dead. So you have to be willing to get uncomfortable, and it's going to be fearful because it's like there's fear of the unknown. So you're going to have to do something you've never done before. And so we really shift that energy from fear into an excitement. So you're going to feel those feelings and feel, the jitters, feel, just nervous. It's like you've never done this before. And so you're going to feel that, but we're going to walk you through it and talk you through it. And we're going to hold you accountable and really learning, tools that are working now and making it feel good to you. So that's what we're going to be doing in the mastermind to help you stay on track of the work you need to be doing. And a lot of it's reaching out, sharing your story. But I have tools and templates and trainings that you'll be able to use. So I have like target market research questions as you're finding out who needs your products, what results you get people, doing the discovery calls, figuring out what their needs are, if you can fit their needs, also, doing sales conversations. So all the things I've done, I just bring you everything I have so that you can do it. And then I'm here to answer any questions. The group's here to answer any questions for you. And then, yeah, it's really about being consistent and repetition and looking at the goals, training your subconscious mind, changing your patterns and paradigms of your behaviors and actions. Also, I want you to really, really focus on what you're good at. All right, what's Crystal saying? So I tend to have doubtful days almost weekly, regardless of all the affirmations and meditations. Working on snapping out of it quicker. So Yolanda, which is what I call my doubt, keeps coming around. Any tips for getting out of these funks when they happen? Yeah. So when you were saying Yolanda, I almost thought you were talking about alter ego, but she's the one that is doubtful. So I guess that it is an alter ego, but definitely doubtful. So what I would do is when these doubts come up, so action is the best motivation. So they say like you don't get motivation and then take action. You really have to take the action and then get the motivation. So it's just doing it scared. So the doubts are not really going to go away because we're constantly growing and wanting to be better and bigger. So it's like once you reach that level, then you're going to want to get to a new level. There's going to be new doubts and new fears. So there's really no like getting rid of it. I would just say it's learning how to manage it in a way that it's not going to stop you. And when you have like this like group of people around you supporting you, watching their growth, holding you accountable. So you say, this is what I'm going to do. And then someone, that someone's going to come and, check on if you did it, then and then also not making it about you. So it's like a lot of times when we're stuck, it's because we're focused on ourselves so much, which is like a natural thing. But you really have to make it so it's like, I'm doing this for my family, I'm doing this for my community, I'm doing this for a purpose that's so much bigger than me. So then it gets like, that's why I think one of our days, probably day 2 on our life vision, thinking so big that small problems are like, it just like, it's not about like, oh, can I do it? Can I not do it? Just like, I have this huge mission that I need to accomplish. I don't have time to even entertain that doubt thought, but they're going to come up and it's natural. I hope this is like answering your question, but you're going to feel it and you just have to go through it anyways. So Thank you. You're totally right. My business is still in the beginning stage and everything scares me. Yeah, everything's gonna scare you. And then it's like, even when you're in the beginning stage, then you want to hit that next level, because like every time you up level or every time you want to grow into something bigger, it's going to be scary and you're not going to know what to do. And you have to create that new personality and new patterns, because what got you to this level is not what's going to get you to the next level. So it's constantly having to put yourself out there, and it's just scary. It's like, to more people, to do partnerships, to do the interviews, to expand your reach, like there's always a new level. So it's like learning to like cope with that feeling, and yeah, changing it to the excitement, and then also really responding in a way where you're just like become the person who's like cool, calm, and collected under stress. You learn how to really take a pause, not take things personal. So it's just some mindset, tips and tricks that we learn along the way, that we're just gonna have to do things and do them scared. And yeah, you learn, especially when you're in that group, it doesn't seem so scary. Or it's like, even just things that sound easier, like where it's like everyone's working out, it does, it's like you might not want to work out, but you're like, well, I'll just work out, that wasn't so bad. Or you see, everyone else going live, and you're like, or you go live together and do partnerships, and like, oh, that actually wasn't so bad, it was kind of fun. And so yeah, I think like changing it to like, I was looking back on my replays and really realizing, I'm always like, oh, I'm so excited to be here with you guys, and it's not like ingenuine, it really is true. But when I was thinking back years ago, for me to go live and do a 5-day challenge, or for me to do my Tuesdays with Terry, like I would have been like, oh my gosh, like that sounds crazy. But not that I've even trained myself, it really gets to be fun, but I'm choosing like any kind of like excited emotions, or maybe you could choose it to be anxiety or choose it to be excitement. But I just go in there and just say, I'm really excited. Like, this is really exciting for me. It really is, because this is my purpose and my mission, and it's bigger than me. It's, transforming the lives of people who everyone deserves, but those that are willing to, step up, get uncomfortable, take the action to really invest in themselves, invest in their vision, and really make it happen. Like, I love working around empowered people who, have a dream, have a goal, and they go after it, and they're not just settling for the mundane. So yeah, that's definitely my goal and my vision. So I'm glad that I answered that. Awesome. So yeah, let me know if you have any other questions. But so I just want to talk a little bit more about success and how important it is for the mastermind. You're authentic. Yeah, and I'm definitely not perfect whatsoever. And that's like, kind of like the beauty of it, because I don't speak perfectly. Like, so my homework sheet, I, always tried the best of your ability, but you're not gonna be down on yourself if there's a spelling error, if there's like a repeat. You just keep moving along. So it's definitely like progress over perfection, and you learn that as you just take action. So just take the action. The motivation comes from the action. As people are being transformed by your work, like that's what you hold on to. And then you're just like, people need me. This is bigger than me. My kids need me. My family needs me. Things like that, right? All right. So no risk, no reward. So if this is something you want to do, like the biggest like change for me was being around mentors and being around other people that have done it before. And it makes it seem not so like far out. It's like, okay, it's possible. Like, they've done it, I can do it. They're teaching me the tools. You're just staying in the vibration of action. Because if you're around people that are constantly saying, like, you need to get a job, or like, that's crazy, that's scary, then you're not going to be vibrating at that high vibe level. So it's when you're around other people and they're like, you can do it, it's just like raise your energy, and then you're going to start taking action. And we're going to encourage you to take action, hold you accountable to taking the action that you want to be doing to get the success. Because otherwise, if you don't have that, then I mean, first of all, if you really, really wanted it, you would have had it, right? Or not if you really wanted it. If you already knew what to do, you do it by now. So it's like you invest in the people and the mentors that have done it, and then you can follow in their footsteps. So that's what I did with Lisa Nichols, when I hired Bob Proctor, my last coach, Pradnya, and then Mahima from the Mahima Mindset. And some of these amazing mentors I brought into the platform, and they have their trainings on our platforms, and we get to learn from them. And also I'm going to bring in some new experts, because this past year I've just gained a lot more partnerships and friends that are really successful. So I'm excited to bring them in. And you realize like they're just real people that are just doing something different. Like it takes just as much effort to do something small as it does to do something bigger. It's like you having to put yourself out there, but are you putting yourself out there in a bigger way to a bigger audience, charging, maybe more for your services, doing a longer extended service, And then just doing your target market research and figuring out really what the market wants. So yay. Okay, let's see. And then another thing, so I just had a couple more things I wanted to talk about, and then I'll tally up the prizes so we can celebrate ourselves, celebrate the prizes. And then one prize everyone gets is, as you do all the homework, you will get that $220 off of the Mastermind. And if you want to apply, there's an application to apply for the Mastermind. And then we'll get on a call. We'll just kind of see if it's a fit for both of us and for the group. And then, so this week we'll be doing interviews, and then next week we'll get started. And then right when you do join, there's already orientation and training videos in there, so you can already start getting to work. So as we get started, you'll already, be a couple steps ahead. Okay, so knowing you're gonna fail. Like, we've never done this before. It's just like when you rode a bicycle for the first time, even when you're, like a baby trying to walk for the first time, you fell and you fell and you fell. But you always got back up. Like, your mom's not gonna say, you tried 100 times on this walking thing, like, let's just give it up. Like, no, you're gonna keep doing it until it works. And so failing is part of the process. Like, we're not born just with like, like a business model blueprint. So it's like, you're gonna have to test it and try it. And the market's constantly like changing and shifting, and there's trends. And so going with the trends, I mean, we don't have to do everything. I wouldn't suggest like going on every single platform, or doing like TikTok, Snapchat, like all the things, but figuring out your strengths and really sticking to your strengths. So I know we had Shanna from I Am Indigo Music on yesterday, who was so beautiful, just such a treat. And she had mentioned, and I think another one of our ladies, Grace, might be working on her website. And the thing is, you can go on Upwork or Fiverr and get that done very easily. And then as you grow, get something professional. So I just don't want people focusing on things that are taking their energy away from their gifts and what they love, because that's just not very productive. So I really want us to focus on what we're good at, and then delegating the rest could be to an intern. It could just be done in a lot simpler manner where we're overthinking it and then not getting the action and getting ahead because we're overthinking something. So I really want us to stay in our zone of genius. And so that's what successful people do. So that's what we're going to, just be focusing on in our mastermind. Let's see what else. Yeah, having a schedule, making sure you set your days up for success, having a morning and a night routine. So I do have a daily success tracker that I give all my one-on-one clients and the mastermind ladies as well. So yeah, that's basically the main things that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, being consistent and having a schedule. There's a quote that says, I think it's my mentor, Kane Minkus from Industry Rockstar. He says, show me your schedule and already know like what you're going to be making, because your schedule tells you, like what you're doing. So it's like you have different meetings, if you're doing trainings, it's like whatever you're doing, fitting in your workouts, fitting in your, healthy eating, but having that schedule will show what results you're going to have in your life. So that was basically what I wanted to talk about today. Any more questions, just put them in the comments. I'll come back to it. So I'm going to tally up the homework votes now, so we can announce our winners. I'll make a post about the winners. And then, I just really encourage you, if the mastermind seems like something that you're interested in, then just apply and we'll get on the phone and see if it's a fit. And then you can ask even any more questions we have on the phone. But if it just sounds like, I think this will help me get to the goals that I want and become the person that I want, then that's exactly what the whole mastermind is all about. So I would say definitely apply. We'll get started next week. So this week we'll be doing interviews, and next week we'll get started on the mastermind. So definitely go for your dreams. If it's like we've done everything you could by yourself and it's gotten you here, which is awesome. I mean, you're so much farther than so many people. They don't even go after what they want. They don't write their goals down. So I feel like just in the last 5 days, we've really done a lot. But it takes work. It takes a team. It takes, a constant repetition. You're going to get tired. You're going to fall off. You're going to fail. And so it's like really important to have that team to pick you up and keep you going. So that was the message for today. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye, guys. And ladies, I'll see you later.